All right, 17 weeks in the NFL season. We're right here on week 8. Football fans, welcome to Top 10. All right, this is our Top 10, week 8 in the National Football League. Number 10 this week, Cincinnati Bengals. They're back. Where they started out slowly, but now Cincinnati's back. Had a great win this week versus San Francisco. Cincinnati with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow looked like Joe Burrow. The first couple 3 weeks he was coming off of a knee injury. He's back. Cincinnati is my number 10. Number 9, Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith to Jackson Smith in Jigba. Yeah, I got it right. In Jigba. Jackson Smith, the receiver. This guy was good out of Ohio State. Jackson Smith was nice down the stretch. They pulled out a big win versus Cleveland. They're my number 9. Number 8 this week, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, they're consistent. They've won 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Trevor Lawrence is doing a nice job for them. They're good on defense. Jacksonville's been interesting. They're my number 8 this week. Number 7 team this week is San Francisco. Now, San Francisco started at the top. They've taken a dip. San Francisco is struggling a little bit, reeling. They've lost 3 weeks in a row. They're reeling, guys. San Francisco's got to get it together. All that talent, all that coaching, great organization. San Francisco is my number 7 this week. My number 6 team this week is Kansas City. Kansas City lost to Denver. Now, everybody was giving Denver a hard time. They beat Kansas City this week. That hasn't happened in a long time. It was a big loss for KC. KC goes down to number 6. My number 5 team, the Dallas Cowboys. The boys, they got it together. Dak looked amazing. Listen, when Dak is playing at a high level and that defense is rolling, you're not going to beat the Cowboys. Forget about it. When they're rolling, they're as good as you get in the National Football League. They look big time when they're rolling. They are my number 5. My number 4 team this week is Buffalo. Buffalo, Josh Allen had 2 touchdowns throwing the ball, and he ran one in. Josh Allen is just consistent. He makes plays. Boy, what a franchise quarterback they have in Buffalo. Josh Allen. My number 3 this week is the Baltimore Ravens. Now, Baltimore did it on defense. It was kind of an ugly type Baltimore game. They beat you up on defense. Lamar makes just enough plays to pull the victory out. I like Baltimore this week. They're my number 3, and they pulled out a win this week versus Arizona. My number 2 team this week, Miami Dolphins. Now, Miami Dolphins have been climbing a ladder through this whole process this year. And everybody knows I love Tua. And Tua had 3 touchdowns, and guess who showed up? Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey has been injured. Jalen Ramsey had a big game for them and helped them on defense. And now you got Jalen back, you got Tua on offense, and all those weapons. Miami is the real deal. Miami's number 2 this week for me. The number 1 team in the National Football League, and they've been consistent. The only team with 1 loss, the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts has been a model of consistency. Jalen can do it all. He's known for that tush push, getting the first downs. But Jalen Hurts has been awesome at leading the Eagles. And the Eagles are an exceptional team with a lot of talent. They're going to be tough to beat down the stretch. Philadelphia is my number 1 team in the National Football League this week. All right, that seems like a lot, but that is my top 10 for week 8. All right, Pam, every week we get these questions. Hey, people are throwing them at us. Come on and share them with us.
Well, you know what we do. Hello, everyone. I am Pamela Lowery. And this week, Lionel, we do have some crazy questions. The first question is from Lee from Oakland. What's up, Oakland, out there? His question is, Cincinnati did start off with high predictions, and they didn't come through. But now the game done changed, and they're on the come up. What you got to say about that?
Well, Joe Burrow started off hurt and injured. He had a knee, and now he's healthy again. Joe is looking like the smooth Joe that we know. and boy, look, this week he was phenomenal against San Francisco. He looks like Joe Burrow. So now Cincinnati is about to take the uptick.
Okay, so his next question is, would you have picked that Denver would beat Kansas City, what is going on?
Well, they haven't beaten Kansas City in years. It's been a long time. Denver just played above their head, and everybody says, well, Pat Mahomes was sick. You know, they had a couple guys out, but who cares? You know, as we always say, no one cares. You just got to win games. They lost, and Kansas City just shows you that they're human.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's it on that.
Wait a minute, is it crying in football if Pat Mahomes is sick? What's going on?
No one cares. Everybody, if you're on the field, you play. You got to play at a high level.
Okay, so his last question, which is a great question. San Francisco lost 3 in a row. I don't know if it's time for them to go home and shut it down or what, but Lionel, I thought you said they were going to be a top team, so what's going on?
You know, I think San Francisco is still a very big-time team, and I think they can do it all. They've had 3 bad weeks, and just goes to show you in the National Football League, no matter who you are, you're gonna, and I said it, you're gonna lose 3, 4, 5 games, 6 games. Even if you're a great team, doesn't mean that you're bad. They're a great team, they just having a little downtime.
No, but you said that they were a top team, and losing 3 in a row, that's big.
I understand, but they've had some injuries. Their left tackle, no excuses, no one cares.
Okay,
I get it.
Cares.
And the young quarterback, you know, he struggled the last couple weeks, but they have got so much over there in San Francisco. I am not worried about the San Francisco 49ers. That is the one team I am not worried about. They're for real.
Okay, so everybody remember what Lionel is saying. Now check this. This is question for me.
Okay.
Right now, today, with all of the predictions, everything that the season has gone through as far as week 8, who would you predict will win the Super Bowl? Okay,
you know, and I'm just gonna say, when I make a prediction, I throw in everything. My experience, me being around the NFL for 35 years, getting a feel for what's happening on a weekly basis. I would say the team that's going to win the Super Bowl after when it all shakes out and everything just settles down is going to be the San Francisco 49ers. They have it all.
Okay.
They have the real deal. Ask anybody in the NFL who they fear playing. They'll tell you we don't want to play the Niners when they're on all cylinders. They're real.
Okay, everybody, Lionel just made his prediction, so we're going to keep him up on that. But if you have any questions, make sure you send it and put it in the chat. Don't forget to tune in to Top 10 each week.
All right. I was put on the spot. I was asked, who's going to win the Super Bowl? I said, this is only week 8, but if I had to pick one, San Francisco 49ers is going to win the Super Bowl. And listen, if I'm wrong, put it in the chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat. Until then, everybody loves football.